something to speak about, you know. And there's a couple of different ideas. Y'all will probably see it on other shows. But shout out to everybody that's here. All right, let me see who's here. We got Illa, Ednice, Mellow, True, Robert, Rain and Woman, Skinny Slim, V Coast, Gina, Dia, Nick, I Gotta Sit, Gerald, Vern, Mr. Johnson, Gold Digger, Sean Oliver, Black Rhino, Janie. What's going on? Vern, make sure y'all like the stream, man. I want to talk about the rise of Sidechick culture. I don't know how long this stream is going to be because I've had issues on my streams, you know, over the last couple of tries as far as doing this. What's good, Gemini? And I'm going to talk about why the only people that can stop Sidechick culture from becoming bigger is the women themselves, getting themselves into the situation. Because, you know, you see how when women get cheated on, it's a big deal. When men get cheated on, we're expected to forgive. You know, they want to point out our flaws and say how we're hypocrites. But a woman giving her body to another man is different than a man sleeping with another woman. Now, I'm not saying it is right, but, you know, as a woman, you're giving yourself to another man. Okay? And I know two wrongs don't make a right, but there are women out here who I don't think are fit to be in relationships at all. And they know it. And this is why they will choose to date men who are already attached, because they have too much anxiety about being in relationships anyway. They don't want to be hurt. So being a side piece, there's no hurt there. There's no way that they'll get hurt or caught up. But I also want to say this too. If you are a guy who has no interest in dating and being in relationships, you don't have to say anything to me about it. Because I know there's going to be people that are going to listen to this and they're going to talk about how they don't want a relationship. They're staying away from women. Okay, that's your choice. What does that have to do with what I'm speaking about? Absolutely nothing. We're talking about people who are in and out of relationships. And if that doesn't fit you, then your opinion on this really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You know, all opinions ain't accepted, whether y'all want to believe that or not. Because some people come with, you know, opinions that are really stupid and then really idiotic, and it makes them look, you know, incel light. Okay? It really does. But make sure y'all like the stream. Shout out to the moderators and the members. This is a late night live. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be here. So I'm going to get out what I need to get out in the stream, and then that'll be it, you know. I saw something before I went live. Summer Walker, she's dating this producer called London on the Track, right? And London on the Track put up a post, and he said that Summer Walker was dick whipped. And she basically agreed with it. And I can understand. I know that there are a lot of women out here who are dick whipped that will deal with men because they are, you know, obsessed with the Dizzick. Because people like to talk about how men get pussy whipped, but there's a lot of Dizzick whipped women out here. You know what I'm saying? And she agreed with him, which again, publicly, you know, you would think is surprising, but people share, you know, the details of their relationships now more than ever. So I may do a stream on that, because I think that we have a lot of, you know, Dizzick women out here who deal with dysfunctional men because they just can't let go of the D. So they're willing to put up with these guys, you know. Oh, you woke me up, so I gotta do hours worth of live. What's going on, Jenna? No, I'm up. I'm not sleepy yet, so I just want to share a few words while I'm up. You know. Now, when it comes to the rise of side chick culture, I want people to understand something, that it's no race that does it more. I believe this probably happens in a lot of groups. But what I noticed that in the melanated community, we have people, especially women, who they will fight over a guy. You know, they will go back and forth with a guy just because they are so stigmatized, right? Now, when it comes to side chicks, you have women who don't want relationships, right? But they don't want to say anything publicly because I think deep down they know that they're not ready for relationships because they don't want to get hurt. They've been hurt. They've been dumped. They've had failed relationships, and they don't want to, be hurt again. And a way for them to avoid that is to be the side woman of another man. And you will have women that will be in complete denial about it. They'll say that the dude is their boyfriend. They'll talk about how complicated the relationship is, or he broke up with her, but you've never been to his house. You've never met his family. He doesn't take you out in public. He won't even pick you up from work or from school if you don't have a car. Like, he doesn't do boyfriend type things with you. You're just a booty call. I knew a girl when I was attending the school. There was a girl who said that she had a boyfriend, right? But her mother was picking her up from the local college. You know what I'm saying? Her mom, why is your mom's picking you up? Why your boyfriend ain't picking you up? I mean, it's late in the afternoon. It's not like it's early in the day when he's at work. He ain't picking you up because he don't fuck with you like that. What's good, Jessica? I see you. So I want people to understand something, that there are women who don't want to take an L when it comes to a relationship again. They had failed relationships. They don't want it to happen again. And because they don't want it to happen again, they're willing to play the side role. I had a coworker who told me that a female literally approached him trying to get his attention, right? She cold approached him, and he told her he had a girlfriend, and she said that she was willing to be the side chick. Now, that kind of behavior mainly happens in the black community. I am sure of that. You got women, black females, that are okay with playing the side role, and they end up getting hurt anyway, because what happens is they gain feelings, and they want that guy to leave who he's with, and he ends up going back to his wife. And what I want to know from the women who are side chicks, why are you so okay with hurting other women? Because you got women that will claim that they are for the betterment of women, but they're willing to sleep with another woman's husband or boyfriend and have no remorse. Or you try to take that man from her, because it's a self-esteem boost to be able to take a man from another woman. We see how jealous women get when a man is with another woman, and they compete for him, because women like to compete for men. They won't compete for anything else, but they will compete for a man. They will. And you know what's crazy is that some of these women will be friends with the girl whose dude they're messing around with. They will be buddy with a girl, but be sleeping with her boyfriend or husband behind that girl's back because she's low key jealous of this girl and she wants what she has. So we really have to look at where we are as a society. Women have changed. I don't know if men have necessarily changed. I think men have gotten weaker mentally and physically. And I think that we as men have been very slow to adapt to what women are today, because we want to believe they are like the women of years past, and they're not. This is a different day and age. We are dealing with a different beast. And when I mean beast, I mean social media is a different beast. It has changed the game forever. You have women who, who's pretty much was the cutest girl in their city, who can now hop on social media and be known by everybody. Not just people in your city know who she is. Everybody know who she is. So I want people to understand that men have been very slow to adapt. This is why you see men who will defend the behavior of women these days, because they have been very slow to adapt to what women are today. A woman can have 100,000 followers and she thinks she's a celebrity, and she's not. There are people with way bigger followings than you who are nobodies, and you're one of them. And I know that for me, I'm the type of person that I see people for who they are. I don't like try to wish or overlook certain behaviors, because it's not going to help anything. See you, Miranda. And the one thing that over the years that I have been able to learn is that women have a very competitive spirit when it comes to other women. When it comes to other women, they have a very competitive stomach. They will do whatever it takes to outcompete that other woman, either be at work or whether it be, for as far as, competing, But it's just something about competing with another woman for a man that excites them, so to speak. It could be Merc. It could be in the food. I think it's in the public schooling. I think it's in the environments that men are being raised in. Young men are being raised in. They're being raised in single parent households, in neighborhoods full of women and young kids and older people. There's no male leadership anymore. There's no male mentorship. There's really no mentor programs anymore. We're just pretty much out on our own as young men, We have to raise ourselves, basically. A lot of guys just ain't up for that. You got guys who were the man in high school, right? They got all the girls, but they also didn't have any responsibility. So they started having kids with girls at young ages, and when they became older, life kicked their ass to the point to where now they're basically alcoholics. But back to my point about these side chicks. I think this is only going to grow because, unfortunately, a lot of women want the same type of men, and that's not going to change. You got women cold approaching men more and more, because especially if you got women, Because I've had chicks say, you know what, you got, you got girls, you got hoes. That's the first thing they tell me. You got hoes, you got groupies. And I think that excites them, that they think I have those things. So they're ready to compete for me ready to give me attention, so to speak, because they think I got a bunch of women that I deal with. It excites them. They feel like they are above the rest. What they don't understand is that can be used against them, because you're being basically blinded by your own lust to be with a guy who other women want. And what you don't see is that a lot of these guys don't really have the type of women you think they have. Yes, they may deal with a lot of women, but are those women quality women? So you really have to look at that, because a lot of these guys can use that against you. You think you got all these different women, but what kind of women do you have? I don't understand why a dude having a bunch of women it excites you. Why does that excite you? What if a man was married? Do you think he got a bunch of side chicks? You know what I mean? Like that, he's only dealing with one woman. Just because he married her doesn't mean he has all these different options. It could have been a situation where he desperately wanted this woman, and she settled for him. But because he's married, you truly believe that he can get all these different women, and that's not the case. And this is why marriage works in the favor of men. This is the one aspect of marriage that actually works for men, is the perception from other women that he has all these different women, because he married one woman. So because he married one woman, they think that, he has all these different women, when that ain't even the case. This man could have pursued this woman for years. She finally relented, married him, and that was that. Because remember, he got married when he could have stayed single, But because you think because he's married, he has all these different options, when that's not even the case. And that's the type of game that is being played, unfortunately, on women these days. And they don't even understand it. They don't even understand that it's a game that's being played against them. And the one thing I will say is that men will take advantage of it. They will take full advantage of you not understanding them and not understanding the circumstances of why they are married. Men marry for different reasons. It could be because, they have kids by a woman. It could be a situation of, they desperately want to be with this person. But a guy who got married early, pretty much, he's just with that one woman. And that's why, you have men who are good with getting married, because it is an easy way to get access to women. All you got to do is walk around with that ring, with that wedding ring on, man. People forget that. And other men see that. They see the attention that married men get. You don't think that makes them want to get married? That aspect of getting basically marriage groupies, because there is a such thing as marriage groupies. So understand that, women have changed, and you have to adapt if you're looking to date women of today. Not all of them, but a lot of women have pretty much adapted to acting the same way, even speaking the same way, even looking the same way. You got a lot of these women on Instagram that are going to the same doctors, They're going to the same doctors to get work done on their bodies. You know why they're doing that? Is because they think that by looking like another woman, they can get that same attention. But what I want to know from a lot of the Instagram models, and I may interview some and bring them to the channel, which I think would be really exciting. one of the things I'll ask them is that, you have followers, you have a quote unquote brand. But how does that help your dating life? Because I'm pretty sure you wanted a dating life. You don't want to just be, known as an IG model. You would want a man, who you can respect, who can lead you, who can make, you a better woman, an honest woman. But to me, no honest woman is showing off her assets like all the time, like these females do, But again, that's just my perception. Shout out to everybody that's here. I know the stream is going in and out. It did that one time, but I think it's good now. But times are different, man. Times are very different. And you have to adapt. You got guys who get on social media and they think they can talk women into acting a certain way. That's not going to happen, man. You can't talk women into anything. They have to want to listen first. Like, you see women who come to my channel because they want to listen. I got guys who claim to be red pill, but they're not really red pill. They're just, weak-minded, and they refuse to grow. So they're stuck in that rage, and that rage doesn't progress them anywhere. You're not going to be able to talk women and scare them and shame them into acting the way that you want them to. You can't threaten to go to a different country and think that that's going to change them, because it's not. People are who they are. They are who they are. You can't change them. We're too busy trying to change people when, first of all, we need to change ourselves and get ourselves on the right track. You really do. I see people for who they are. I am a energy person. If your energy is off to me, then you're the type of person I can't be around you. And I see it especially in like black males. You got black males, their energy is just off when it deals with other black males. They're the type to be around people that they know, or, women for the most part. But they have this spirit of insecurity when it comes to being around other men. And that's what I mean about men getting mentally weaker, because they can't even deal with other men without feeling insecure about their masculinity for whatever reason. It's almost like if they're around a guy who they feel is confident, they sort of back down. But that says a lot more about you than anybody else. And that's why you got women being side pieces, because they feel like there aren't men out here who have energy that makes them, feel secure. They don't want to be around a guy who's insecure, This is why you got women getting into polyamorous relationships, man. I'm seeing women, two women with one dude, because they feel like there's too many insecure men out here, men who aren't as strong as they may want to be, to perceive people to perceive them to be. They're not as intelligent. You see, when I was younger, I was a guy who would try to minimize my intelligence because of the type of guys I was around. I was around a lot of guys who ran the streets. It wasn't about intelligence. It was just more about going out and doing whatever. But as I got older, I realized that you can't minimize what, the gifts that you've been given by the man above, It's okay to be intelligent. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to have different interests in life. But We gotta separate ourselves from the weak and insecure. I said I met so many insecure men. It's pathetic. Yeah, man. Like I can feel insecure energy from a dude, man. And it's sad because as a grown man, you shouldn't feel insecure about another man. See, I walk around very confidently. You know, I don't walk around like somebody who's scared. I don't care where I'm at. I don't walk around like I'm intimidated. I don't care who I'm around, where I'm around at. Because nothing intimidates me because I know who I am and I know how I would react to a situation. And usually I'm cool as a cucumber, you know? So my energy, it puts people at ease, certain people. Some people, it may make them feel insecure, so where they chest puff out, they puff their chest out, feeling some type of way, looking at you from the corner of their eye. So that's why I don't deal with a lot of dudes at all. I can't deal with insecure, weak energy from dudes who are supposed to be grown men, But when they feel confident energy, they get defensive. Like, what are you getting defensive for? Why are you threatened? Why are you feeling threatened? And you wonder why these women are linking up with other men who are looking up with men who have women? Because their energy is different than yours. It is. And unless you figure that out, the difficulty you're going to have, especially if you're trying to cold approach a woman and you got that weak energy, she's not going to pay you any attention. She's not going to pay you any attention. She's going to ignore you. She's going to curve you. And you're going to be looking crazy. You know why? Because you don't understand the type of energy you're giving off. What's good, Brittany B? Hey, Brittany B, you follow me on IG, right? Because there's a person that goes by B. I always wanted to know that was you. Because on here, I don't think you have a picture. On that one, there's a picture. But yeah, man, never walk around intimidated or afraid of nobody, man. First off, none of these dudes ain't gonna bust no grapes. Second of all, women feel that confidence as soon as you walk through the door. And that's what the dating coaches aren't going to tell you. The dating coaches are going to tell you, you got to dress a certain type of way. You got to drive an expensive car. You have to look this type of way. First of all, I wouldn't recommend cold approaching too much. But if you feeling it in your spirit to walk up to a chick and say, what's up, then do it. But you have to feel it in your spirit, Jay, you got to chill the late night voice like Donnie Simpson on the old BET. Late Night Love. Damn, I'm old. Y'all don't know him. Man, come on. Of course I do, Jessica. And what you mean by my late night voice? I'm just very relaxed, That's all it is. So just about being relaxed. It makes for a better listening experience, That's all it is. Now, I know that a lot of times, we as men, we're told that, we have to act a certain way, dress a certain type of way, this and that, and women will just fall to our feet. I'm sorry to tell you that's not how it works, okay? Women nowadays, because they get approached so much and because they see a lot of thirst from men, they see the same thing. So you have to be different. You have to speak differently, be different. And the best thing that I could tell you is to show intelligence. Intelligence is what's winning women over because they don't see it. They see a lot of ignorance. Like women, to be honest with you, yes, they will give the quote unquote thugs attention. But if that's the only attention or energy that they're getting, eventually they're going to want something else. And if you're somebody that they can learn from, that will mean a lot more than any type of attention from a thug. Look how women swoon over these guys who are the so-called intellectuals in the black community. Look who's supporting them. It's a lot of melanated women. It's a lot of melanated women because they appreciate intelligence and being able to learn from a man. And I think that we're just now as men trying to figure that out, But we should know that late night J ASMR voice. Well, I didn't mean for it to be that way. Well, hey. This China. Oh, that's China White. That's your page, baby girl. Oh, okay. All right. What's good, Miss Holmes? Well, it's a good thing you did, Miss Holmes. It's a very good thing you did that, Yes, I'm in Pisces, Edna. Yeah, but to win women over nowadays, they need less of what they're already getting. They're already getting the thuggish type dudes. You know what I'm saying? The gym rat type dudes. You know what I'm saying? They want something mental, because a lot of these women are lost. And if you're somebody that they can learn from, they will forever be, attached to you, Y'all got to understand that, So stop trying to be like the thugs, stop trying to be like one of these guys that spend money on women. I mean, you can do that, but you need to be unique and do what comes natural. And if being an intelligent man comes natural, then be that. The only type of women that don't want a man of intelligence is probably a woman who's already done. Like her spirit is broken. Her relationships are going to always be dysfunctional. You cannot save her. She don't want to be saved. Okay? So, yes, there's going to be women that don't like intelligent men because they feel intimidated. And that's why you should avoid those type of women. Avoid them. You got women that, they will deal with a guy who puts their hands on them. They will deal with a guy who's verbally abusive to them. And those guys will be called the so-called alpha males. Listen, if you're an alpha male, a woman ain't supposed to be getting in your face. A woman ain't supposed to be talking shit to you. And a woman shouldn't make you, get to the point to where you have to put hands on her. Well, Deshaun, if it ain't nothing new going on, then you already got the game, man. Women should be falling at your feet. There's always something left to learn, because if it wasn't true, then a lot of y'all wouldn't be here, or you wouldn't be some of these other places I be seeing some of y'all, because I do take a look around at certain places, certain platforms, and some of y'all be right up in there trying to learn as much as you can. I'm just saying, I don't see you as no alpha male if you have to put your hands on a woman. I'm sorry. Your words should be enough to keep her in check. But if it gets to you having to put your hands on her, bro, you've already lost. Because the one thing in our society that is very easy to happen is for us as men to get caught up in the system dealing with one of these chicks who are dysfunctional. There's nothing alpha male about beat down a woman and verbally abuse her. But some women like that. Shout out to Genuine Trucker, Twan. What's up, brother? JDB just tuning in on my way down to Durham, North Carolina right now. Okay, cool. Shout out to you and your travels, you know. Sean, your comments are not getting deleted, bro. I haven't seen any comments of you recently. Some comments go to review, but I don't see no comments of yours getting deleted. Unless you saying something crazy. YouTube, I think, could go and automatically delete your comments from what I understand. But I don't delete comments unless you say something stupid in my chat. Yes, I totally will delete it. Absolutely. If you're saying something crazy. Like the other dude that came into my chat the other day and was talking, just trolling and saying some weird shit. Oh, yes, you will. Not only will I delete your comment, I'll block you. I'll send you on a long ride in a Sprinter van outside of my goddamn chat room. And I advise my moderators to do the same. If you see people putting weird comments in my chat room, get them out of here. I know, Sean, just saying, you said your comments was getting deleted. I'm telling you, nah, they're not getting deleted. Unless something crazy was being said. Unless. I will approve the lift. You know. Speaking of members, I'm planning on doing like members only chat live streams. Sean, listen, bro. I don't know if you're listening to me. I didn't say you said anything. So calm down, bro. Calm down. I didn't say you said anything wrong. What I'm saying is none of your comments are getting deleted. And I said that if you said anything crazy, your comment would get removed. I didn't say I'll remove your comment as in you, bro. I'm not talking about removing your comment. I'm saying if you said anything. Okay? And by the way, because you're a member, I would tell you that. I don't care if you're a member or a moderator. If you say crazy shit, your comment getting deleted. But yeah, I'm planning on doing like members only like streams, because there's a way where you could like, I guess, share a link with your members and they'll be the only ones to see it. I might do something like that. I was thinking about that today. Actually, no, it was like yesterday. I was thinking about doing like a members only chat, where it's just the people that are members, they'll get the link and they'll be able to participate in the chat, and we could be talking about whatever. I may even take out the StreamYard and put the link in the chat, and all the members could just converse. I'm thinking about doing some shit like that with the members. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably promote it, because I know a lot of my members, they got jobs. A lot of my members and moderators, they work full time. So I probably would have to tell them in advance. So yeah. Well, Severe, you just send them to the email. Like, you want to send me topics, you just send it to the email. It's the email right here. So I may do something like that. I think that'll be cool. But yeah, I would promote it in advance. And do a stream to where it's just for the members only. I think that'll be cool. Jessica, I love Letterman jackets. As a matter of fact, I need to that's something I'm looking to get soon. I like Letterman jackets. Yeah, that's something I definitely would like to do for the people that really support. You know what I'm saying? Even put the link on the Patreon too. You know what I'm saying? I have Discord as well, but I don't really understand Discord. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the intrigue of Discord. I just don't. You know, maybe I'll look, just see about it, but see about, maybe utilizing it, but I just don't understand it, the whole Discord thing. I know it's an area where you can, feel like a big person. You can feel like a boss, and you got all the underlings under you and shit like that. I understand that it could be something like that. All right, Miss Holmes, I see you. But I just don't understand the intrigue of Discord. I just don't, Maybe that's something I should have tried to utilize earlier, but I just don't have time for it. Just don't. The members tab, it pretty much just lets you do whatever for the people who are a part of it, And to say, you are in the mood, brother, come with it. Yeah. I am in the mood to talk, But rise of side chick culture, I mean, what is it to say? What else is to say? I think that dating just will never be the same. And I think there's a lot of women sharing men out of just the fact that they don't see single men as options. They believe, because let me tell you something, man. When these women get the attention that they get on social media, and they get cold approached by guys who, again, their energy just ain't there, they tend to not want single men. Even though you got men in relationships that will approach women, single women, but usually that dude is probably upfront about his situation. I mean, he could be lying, but then he could not be, because these guys end up fucking around with the best friend, the sister, the cousin, making his way around the family, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't, and when you look at his social media, he's with his girlfriend and wife. So it ain't like he hiding it, So it's not like he's hiding it. So, yeah. But I want women to be honest, though. I want women to be honest about the fact they like to share men, and not be on some that they're against it. We know that there are women who aren't. There's a lot of sharing going on, but I think women are sharing reluctantly, or they're sharing because they just got a thing for other women's men. There is no sisterhood when it comes to a guy that certain women want. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to look at that. No, I said women should be honest with themselves. Doesn't mean they're honest people. I'm not saying that they're all honest people, but being honest with yourself is a step forward. I've had women be honest with me about this situation. Literally tell me that they've cheated, Tell me that they went through different whole phases. There are women who are in their 30s and 40s still going through a whole phase because of social media and because of the attention that they're getting. Red Pill Addict was good. And I also want to say this about my channel, this channel right here. This is a hybrid channel. Okay, I want to make that perfectly clear to people. This is a hybrid. This is not a Red Pill Migto channel specifically. This is a hybrid because I do talk about celebrity topics. I talk about, self-improvement. I talk about relationships, dating, or whatever. This is a hybrid channel. That's what it is. That's what it's always going to be. That's what it was built to be. I designed it this way. I'm not one for excluding people just because of, this or that. The people that are here because they respect what I do and they support what I do. Or they just want to hear what I have to say. So I've been meaning to say that because I think people come here and they don't understand certain things. Well, I'm making you understand now. Why, you're here if you're here and you understand. This is a hybrid channel, okay? There is no label on this channel whatsoever. This is Jada. This is courtesy of Jada Black. That's the only label that matters. JDB is the only label that matters here. The only label that matters is JDB. That's it. It's the only thing that matters. No, I didn't watch the Surviving R. Kelly. I don't know I don't think I'm gonna watch it because I didn't even want to watch the first one. I think Lifetime is exploiting this for all they can exploit it for. I mean, the guy's already in jail. What exactly are these documentaries for? Didn't it serve its purpose? What is this going to do now? But yeah, man, this is a late night live, man. My late night lives is shift, so it's not always going to stay focused. I can't talk about the same thing for an hour, 2 hours. So if that bothers some of you, you can leave now. But this is a late night live, so that's how these go. All these documentaries to make black males or black men look bad. R. Kelly's in jail. Bill Cosby's is in prison. Like, what else are you gonna do? I'm gonna start a Jada White channel. Jay. I'm a J2. My channel V. Warren. Well, Jessica, go ahead and start a channel and, post commentary. I'll go over there and check it out, Jessica. I'll go over there and check it out. But if you call it Jay, you might want to include your name. I don't know if you want to do a Jaye, unless you're going to say you're a Jada Black supporter or something. But, put a video or two of yourself on your channel, Jessica. I'll go over there and comment. But you're going to have to say, when you say Jay, you're going to have to be JES or something like that. Or you just say you're a Jada Black supporter or something. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly could get off. I mean, R. Kelly's gotten off before. Never underestimate R. Kelly. Well, Jessica, why don't you put something up? Talk about how much you like my channel. I guarantee you them subs will grow. Cause if you look me up, man, there's a chick. Y'all remember that black chick with the braids that was sitting in the back of her car or back of somebody else's car? Cause she ain't got her own. And she was talking about me. She's at the top of the fucking algorithm when you type my name in there. You know, she's getting views off of me. And she's very lucky I was never in the mood to make a response stream or video. You know? I think I did respond while I was live. I did go in to check the comment section. I trolled a little bit. I did go and troll a little bit. But I'm telling you, Miranda, just put a video and tell you how much you like Jada Black. I guarantee you're going to get views and you're going to get subs. Especially you being a Caucasian female. Because you're going to have the brothers there and you're going to have the sisters that may not like you. You know? The Jews took all his money. Yeah, man, taking his money, took his music, and they're still taking his money. Right. I think did he hire a black lawyer? Like Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby went and hired a black lawyer. You know, even O.J. Simpson had a black lawyer. They say forget giving the Jews my money. Them Jewish lawyers my money. Oh yeah, shout out to YouTuber Yanni Red. You know, Yanni Red is a YouTuber. Some of you brought her up in my chat. I told y'all the other day that I was working on something, right? I was just waiting to see what would happen. Well, I reached out to her and I may do a live stream. Not live stream. I may do an interview with her. Maybe interview, live stream with her, bring her to the platform. So yeah, shout out to her, man. I told y'all I was working on something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was. Miranda, a lot of them chicks was in love with Tupac back in the day, man. Yeah, Lifetime has done a documentary on everybody with New Edition. Like they've done, no, that was BET. My fault, BET. But when it comes to like women, they've done a lot of documentaries on women, you know. No, Miranda, I didn't call her Miranda Jessica. I called her Jessica. I didn't call her your name. What are you talking about? I'm not worried. Listen, Young Rebel, that's never gonna happen, bro. That's wishful thinking. There's not gonna be no fucking draft. I think people need to stop looking at fake news, CNN and MSNBC and messy NBC. Oh, and I'm not forgetting the topic. Not forgetting the topic. But yeah, man, Lifetime always tries to put men in the position of being the bad guys, because that's their brand is to see women as fighters and men as being weak and or abusive. It fits their program, and they have not veered off. You know, they haven't veered off at all. But yeah, man, the culture of being a side chick is only gonna grow, and it's gonna grow because we have a society that is pushing this narrative of independent women who can do what they want, and you have a lot of women who really think that they can go out here and take somebody's husband or somebody's boyfriend. You know, they're not okay with what they have. They want what somebody else has. And then they wonder why their relationships failed. It's called karma. Miranda, your comment didn't get deleted. Let's go. Why y'all keep saying y'all comments getting deleted, man? Hold on. Okay, one of your earlier comments I think may have gotten deleted by accident, but I don't think that was on purpose. But that was about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. That was a while ago, Miranda. So, yeah, man, you know. Let's see. Hold on, I'm looking up something real quick. Yeah, I heard about what happened with the Kid Organics channel. I reached out to him. I don't know if that was a old email, must have been. But after his channel got taken down, but from my understanding, he's still on YouTube, and he went over to, I believe, the Black Avenger. I think that's crazy. I think the topics that he spoke about, I think it got people in their feelings. And it's unfortunate because, listen, I've had channels taken down. I know how that shit feels, you know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But if I can, I'm going to see if I can interview him again. Yeah, I believe he got a new channel, so whenever I get the opportunity, I'm going to see if we can do another live stream together. The first live stream was great. So if we can do another live stream, I think that'll be cool. But it'll be done over here. The other live stream is on my Jada Black channel. You know. But shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure that you like the stream. You know what I'm saying? What's his channel now? I think it's called Organic Maze Runner. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the video from him in a while, so I'm not sure. All I know is he went to a different website altogether, from my understanding. Okay. So I haven't been watching too many people on YouTube. I can't really tell you. William just put his channel name in the chat. He just put his channel name in the chat. Okay. Yeah, he's doing videos on that channel now. Okay. Yeah, he's on Organic the Prime Minister. So he's still on YouTube. Still putting up content. So y'all can go there and check him out. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers are going to D Live. Yeah, a lot of the turf flinging monkeys on D Live, or they're going to BitChute. You know, or they're going to BitChute. A lot of his male viewers be having hurt feelings too. You know, I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. But it's something about dudes that they'll support you for a little while and then they'll turn on you. It's almost like they're looking for a reason to turn on you. You know, they're looking for a reason to turn on you. And that's the thing that we have that's going on here is that you have a lot of people, a lot of these guys, man, they'll claim that they like your content. Like I've had people try to give me backhanded compliments, and then when I call them out, they'll say, well, you know, I support your content, Jay. Yeah, a lot of people are going live now. And it's because, you know, people are hitting them super chats, you know, so they, so they like going live, or they just, they like to go live. You know what I'm saying? Man, I done veered way off. So let me just say this. Right, Severe. Let me just say this. Hold on, let me take care of something real quick. Okay, I had to take care of that just now. I'm pretty sure everybody can hear me. So everybody can hear me, okay? So if you can't hear me, it is because you're not trying to hear me. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and let the live stream go, okay? But live your life for you, man. Don't live for no other people. You know what I'm saying? Live for yourself. Think for yourself. Being angry will get you nowhere. It will be used against you. Everybody's anger is used against them, because if I can get you riled up, I can use that anger, and I can either monetize it, or I can use that anger to attack other people. So you have to be logical. You have to be rational. You have to weigh the pros and cons of the decisions that you make. Because if you don't make the right decisions, it can destroy you. It's not going to, your actions can destroy other people, but it can destroy you the most. Because I've seen people make emotional, irrational choices, and it ends up hurting them in the long run. I mean, it'd be like that, Jessica. Be like that. It'd be like that. You know, I can only be me. I'm only going to be me. It's 2020. You know, what are we going to choose to do? Okay, yeah, you can sign all the way out, and I'll help you out. I'll help you out, Jane. Let me help you out, Jane. There you go. Let me help you out. Jan or James. That might be James instead of Jan. Because y'all know when I start getting on these guys about being fake supporters, that's when I start seeing, you know, people. Because y'all notice that a lot of times I've had dudes come in my chat saying they can't hear me. It's always dudes that say that. So it would not surprise me if that's James and not Jan. You got these guys who be pretending to be women. That's some sad, sick shit, man. What I told y'all about energy, and what I told y'all about these guys that have a very insecure energy about them, and they wonder why they are a female repellent, that female are steer clear of them because of their energy. They can sense it, and they're like, nah, I'll pass. You know, you got dudes pretending to be women with their accounts. So, yeah, that's what we have here. Oh, boy. Yeah, people are very weird. And they wonder why they get no respect, you know. Let me give you a word of advice. Instead of being angry and mad at people, you know, put yourself in a position to get respect. Do respectable things, you know what I'm saying? It may get you the attention of that female you want, because I want y'all to understand, I don't care how micto some of these guys claim to be. A lot of these guys want women to like them. They want women to respect them. Why do you think so many of them are always on videos and live streams about women? It is because they want these women to like them. You know? They want these women to appreciate them. Don't believe that bullshit about how they no longer want to. Don't believe that bullshit, man. Listen, there are guys who I know who've been on this platform who say they want nothing to do with women, and they want nothing to do with them. Some of these guys just say it just to be saying it. You got to be honest with yourself before anybody else, you know. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed. I'm late. Oh, I see you, Abby. Yeah, Abby, you are late. You know, usually, you know, people pay the late fee or I make them call in. But it is the weekend, so I don't expect y'all to, you know, to want to be on YouTube during the weekends. And I know it's late. Later than when I usually go live, you know, so I'll be a little lenient. Usually, if you pay the late fee or I make them call in. But shit, I'm getting a little tired, so I don't know, I can't take no phone calls right now, man. Yeah. You know, Edna gets it. Edna gets it. Thanks, Nicholas. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. on the East Coast. I've been up since early this morning. You know. But my late night streams, it kind of it veers off a lot. This isn't a late night creep stream. A late night creep stream, I expect for there to be a small amount of people. I expect that, you know. I'm thinking about moving the late night creep streams to the members section because I really want to do some crazy shit and really talk about some grown up stuff because some of these guys, man, I talk about grown up stuff. They're like, oh, he's talking about sex. He's talking about the birds and the bees. He's talking about the birds and the bees. He's talking about the S word. Ew. Y'all know how crazy the late night streams can get. I got chicks, you know, literally talking about how much they like to, you know, to get with other women and do threesomes and shit like that. That's how the late night creep streams go. That's why I call them late night creep streams. You know? Abby, you be surprised, man. You be surprised. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised. Some of these guys, I can tell, have never seen a woman naked in person before. You know? You know, they've never seen a woman nude before, ever. I can tell by their comments and how they talk. Or even when they call my show, I could tell this guy has never really been around women like that. So when we have certain conversations, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, relationships and we delve into certain things and you got women just bearing their soul, just saying things, they sort of step away from the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like the late night creep stream may not be for everybody. Oh no, Abby, they watch that. They definitely watch. They watch that. Of course they watch that. I'm talking about in person. They've never seen. Oh, some of these guys. I'm not saying I know who they are, but I'm just saying from some of the comments I can tell they've never been in a room with a woman who was totally without clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said the V word. Look at what he said. He's a grown man. You know, some of these guys probably older than me. But that's why I'm all about helping to build these guys' confidence, man, through me speaking, because anybody can be confident, but you got to understand your limitations. The one way to power is through understanding your limitations and understand what you can control. And once you gain power over what you can control, you can do anything. You can do anything. You have to understand who we are, you know? Oh man, you can tell it's getting too late. I'm shit, man. Yes, Morris, you can send them to the email. Or you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram too. You can send me posts on Twitter and Instagram too, and on Facebook. But I'm also this too, man. Y'all, some people, man, people be inboxing me for conversations. Listen, man, unless I want to speak to you and I let you know that, don't inbox me wanting to speak or wanting to meet me in person. I'm not meeting none of y'all in person unless I say I want to meet any of you in person. Okay. But there's just some of the weird messages I get from people. No, I'm not falling asleep. I'm just tired. I've been talking for about an hour straight. And it is 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been up all day. All day I've been up. Okay, cool, Gerald. Yes, Jessica, I did see the show. It's a really good show. It has its girl power moments, but I think that's all a part of the books or short stories. Yeah, Brittany, man. Some of these people, man. Like, I ain't never seen you in no chat like that. When have you sent in a donation? When have you supported? If I'm gonna see anybody, I'm gonna meet anybody, it's gonna be people that have been showing support. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be limited because I'm. It's gonna be limited. Look at Miranda, man. If I'm gonna be doing any type of meetups with people, it's gonna be people that are supporters, who've been supporting me for months and years. It's for me showing my appreciation for that. But other than that, man, if I don't know you, I've never seen you before, never talked to you, especially dudes, nah. Unless you like, these guys that you see here every show, supporting on Patreon, supporting through the chats. That's a way for me to show appreciation by, getting around them and hanging out, whatever. Yeah, real pill addict. Y'all know I do it for the people. You know what I'm saying? I am a man of the people. So I'm gonna go ahead and speak to them whenever I can, Jay, I'm coming to meet you on 2 Notch Road. Okay, Jessica, that's a bet. Jessica's in the state. Yeah, it gotta show up in some of the merch. At least one of my merch shirts, hoodies on, man. With one of my shirts or hoodies on. I know y'all out here drinking coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm more of a tea drinker. I'm not a coffee drinker. And even that, I try not to drink that too late at night or early morning, so like midday. But yeah, I'm definitely a man of the people. I will continue to be a man of the people. Cause that's the only way I know how to be. I tried coffee. It's just nah. know, just not a big caffeine. Coffee is a great laxative. You know, I heard, Abby. I've heard. And it says beer only during the day or late in the afternoon, Edna. But even then, I'm not really too much of a beer drinker. I try to limit my alcohol usage, you know. I know green tea. Green tea is a heck of a laxative as well. And they say that's more preferred if you're looking to maintain your weight better. It's more preferred. Well, I am gonna have to cut this short, Edna, because I am a little bit tired. You know. But I shout out to everybody that's here, man. Like I said, man, on other social media platforms outside of YouTube, I am on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, man. So yeah, you can follow me there. You can share the content. BX Cutie says that green tea works. Yes, it does. Green tea works very well. Yes, Ed, and I'm very happy. I'm accomplishing a lot that I want to accomplish, and I will continue to accomplish more, Edna. Are you happy, Edna? BX, I don't snore. Do you snore? I don't think I'm a snorer. I may breathe a little heavy when I sleep, but I'm not a snorer. I mean, that's just the Sarah. Listen, Sarah, that's just how the pick is. You know what I'm saying? You know? I didn't pick the picture. Like, listen, I've had this picture for like this picture, but I've used this picture before, like a couple years ago. When I first saw it, I said, "Man, this shit is crazy," but it's facts. It's facts. You know, and this goes on. This picture it is a representation of what really be going on in relationships. You have the best friend that's looking to get the single best friend that's looking to get with your dude, and how you are so oblivious to it that you don't even see them holding hands. That's basically what this picture represents. Represents a lot of truths. The oblivious girlfriend to her best friend and her boyfriend or husband's intentions. You know, eyes wide shut, or eyes wide open, or wide shut. Whatever. Yo, but shout out to everybody this year, man. Shout out to everybody this year, man. Uh. All right. Salute to everybody here. Y'all know what's very interesting is that 2020 I want to do more content that is focused on repairing instead of tearing apart. Focus on getting to the root of a problem and instead of ignoring it, and really making everybody accountable for the blood that is on all of our hands, for the things that have happened. We can't save everybody, but what we can do is inform everybody. And it's up to them to be able to accept the information that's being presented to them. They can choose to accept it or they can choose to ignore it. But it is their choice, you know. It is the role that they choose, you know. It's what they choose to do. You know, we have to make these decisions in our life, you know. We have to do what's in the best interest of ourselves, but also we can take the opportunity to at least, you know, show people that our ideas and lifestyle is it fits us, you know. So I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good night, morning. All right. And yeah, man. See you later.